Hi folks, I'm Steve Cullen, editor of Total Fly Fisher magazine, and welcome back to another Deadly Killers. This month, in December, we're going to tie the bloodworm. It's the time of year when the fish are creeping about in the bottom. This pattern's absolutely deadly. You'll do wonders with it, and it's so simple it's ridiculous. I've got a size 10 standard wet fly hooking device here. You can also use a curved buzzer hook, maybe a grub hook, a B110, Camazon, something like that. It's just, because it's a thicker wire hook, it's going to get down a little bit quicker. What I'm going to do, just stand behind the eye, a couple of thread wraps, a third of the way down the hook shank, just to create a bed, and I'm going to snip that off. I've now got some quite long rabbit hair here. I'm going to take, let's just say a small chunk, a fingerful, rip it off rather than cutting it off. I'm just going to spin it in my fingers to bind the fibres together. Try and get everything the right length. And I'm going to actually tie it in just on the last two thread wraps where I started. There's going to be a reason for that, which you'll see. Now if you want, a lot of people put a whole bed of thread down. I didn't bother with it. Once I've got this tightened down, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to either side. So touching wraps, down to a point somewhere opposite the barb. See what that's like there. There we are, opposite the barb. Now you'll see I've got some guard hairs in there. I've got some shorter hairs as well. It's going to give the fly a lot more movement. Take a sharp pair of scissors and snip the top end. There we are, nice and secure. It's not going anywhere. But take my thread back up the hook shank, again in touch and turns, keeping the body nice and even. There'll be a reason, which you'll see. Stopping just at where the butts were, where you had the rough end of the rabbit. I'm now going to take some red holographic tinsel. I'm going to start just where we had the butt ends of the rabbit, work my way down the hook shank, overlapping turns, all the way down to the rabbit fur. Keep tension on this stuff, so if you let it go, it'll end up like a coiled spring, and you'll have to start again. Maybe once more, give myself plenty to work with. I want to have enough red holographic in my fingers, don't want this stuff getting away, and I'll end up having to start the whole fly yet again. Now, one thread wrap to lock it. Keep this stuff under tension and snip them off with a sharp pair of scissors. Don't worry about this bit, this is going to get tidied up just shortly. Now, at the base of the rabbit fur, it's all the sort of shorter hairs. If you just take that off, start dubbing it on, thin dubbing rope, nice and thin, not too thick and bulky. Looks about right there. Work our way back up from where the thread starts, up towards the eye of the hook. Try and give it a sort of pronounced thorax region. That's kind of what we're after. There we are. Pull the fibres back, stroke them back if you need to wet your fingers, and just neatly, the thread under tension, create a tapered head. Take my whip finishing tool, work from just behind the eye, back up, or work from the end of the dubbing, back down, just so you're creating a taper in the eye basically. That's it. Ridiculously basic. What it'll do is we'll add a little touch of varnish to them for a bit of security. If I can find a dubbing needle. And that's it folks. How simple does it get? You could actually lash a bit of rabbit, an orange bit of rabbit, to a hook shank. You'd probably get away with fishing that. But this is a very basic bloodworm. There's so many variants it's ridiculous. But often, the more simple your flies are, the more effective they can be. The bloodworm. Very, very simple, very easy to tie. Very effective this time of year. Try fishing them under a bung or fishing them on a point fly with 2 or 3 flies above. Try and get them near the deck. That's where he's going to perform best. That's where the fish are rooting about after these fellows. Hope you enjoyed it, folks. It's a very easy fly to tie, so hopefully you'll tie it yourself. And I'll see you next time on Deadly Killers. Take care. Bye bye.